You're about to listen to TADPOG. Tyler and Dave play old games. It's a comedy video game podcast. We would like to stress that the hosts are not experts and are really just very crass commentators. Seriously, this is an explicit podcast that happens to talk about video games sometimes. So please enjoy this pretty okay podcast with Tyler and Dave.
Hello, Internets, and welcome to another TADPOG podcast. It's a show that happens weekly where two old guys play old games.
Just two old guys.
Sometimes. Right now, we're two old guys doing my absolute favorite kind of show.
What kind of show is that?
Oh, it's an all-call show.
Oh, okay. I thought we were about to get naked.
That's Jerkcast.
Oh.
But it's double entendre because we masturbate and we're just mean to each other.
Yeah, but we do maintain eye contact the entire time.
That's amazing. That's how we know we're kidding.
We just say, yeah, we did. I can see your eyes smiling. So when you say that my balls look like an old man threw up inside of a turtleneck, it doesn't hurt so bad.
Man, I used to have a bean bag that was flesh colored. It looked like I would just land around in a giant ball sack.
I do like your Randy Marsh, essentially.
Yeah, that is where I remember I laughed so hard at a Larry David bit where he talks about the closest he's ever come to death was masturbating with 104-degree fever.
I love that bit.
Which I have done that. I did that while naked, laying in that bean bag, and I got up and it stuck to me like a turtle shell. So yeah, just looked like a weird mutant human.
Did you have clothes on, or were you completely naked?
I was completely naked, laying on that masturbating, 104, so it's nice, like, oh, I don't feel sick anymore, blah, 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 come, damn, burst, all of it comes back.
Are you ever worried, because of course I masturbate when I'm sick, we all do. I think that's fair to say. Yeah. Every human on the planet masturbates when they're sick. And I always feel like, I'm always worried I'm going to pass out with just a whole bunch of cum on me. Because I always feel like when I get
if I ever walked in on that, I would clean you up and cover you up.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. That's very, very gentlemanly of you.
When you die, I'll pull the hard drive out of your computer and drill a hole in it. It's all good.
Just clear my browser history. You don't even have to. Well, okay. Yeah, drill a hole to the hard drive. Thank you. On second thought. But yeah, I'm always like, because when I'm sick and I get there, I always get lightheaded for a moment where it's like, this is the big one. This is the big one. I'm gonna die.
I'm coming for you, Elizabeth. I'm coming home.
Yeah, I'm gonna die, and I hope the first person who finds me covered in my own self is somebody who loves me.
He died covered in his dead children.
Yeah. Well, he died. He died just the way he lived.
Like I said today, it's been a while since we've done an all-calls show, so we're due one.
Oh, so that's your favorite kind of show?
Oh God, yes. Okay. Man, it's the best.
It's my second favorite.
Patreon episode's your favorite?
First favorite's the one where we masturbate and say things to another.
Yeah.
So yeah, Patreon episode.
Yeah, next Patreon we're gonna do Jerkcast.
All right.
Melissa's the referee. It'll be fun.
All right.
But sitting here before we take calls, we got this package.
Tyler, we have a package.
Fuck yeah, we do.
That's a big one.
It is. It is big and it is heavy. Postage on this was damn near $18.
I want to read the name. Can you read the name on the label, please? Have you read it yet?
I tried. But I think I've lost my glasses.
This is my favorite Twitch username ever. This is somebody who used to hang out when I would stream on Twitch. They would hang out and chat.
Face full of alien wingwong.
Face full of alien wingwong, the best fucking screen name.
So I thought it was
ever.
Face fold of Alan Ray Way. Now I see it. Okay. Face full of alien. Sends us. All right, open this up. Oh, here's the letter on the very top. Not even folded in not even in the box.
Nice.
I'm assuming
so we'd see
this
it
comes first. Mother fucking Tadpog. While I was saddened to hear that you are burning out on dick jokes, puckered asshole discussion, I understand that you need to do what you have to do. After all, you can't make homoerotic guffaws happen if you're trying to force it.
Yeah, we know from experience.
It's like a shirtless gay guy in a German hotel trying to force you to sit on his lap.
Deep cut.
Right, Dave?
Wait. He wasn't German, though. We were just in Germany.
You're German wherever you're. Anyway, I figured that since you are cutting down on the weekly helping of discussion about sandwich fucking and video games, I could at least send a box of goodness to lift your spirits. Or, barring that, I can help you kill 20 minutes of the show you don't want to fuck around with the contents of this box.
All right.
Honestly, though, I highly suggest you don't fuck the contents of this box unless you intend to dip your balls in a glass of milk again.
So many
I said that
TADPOG
very
details.
flimmy, glass of milk again.
That's perfect.
Before I get to the digital part of the box, let's get this out of the way.
This box has a digital download code
Guess so.
included.
Damn right. I've included a few snacks for you to try. I recall an episode somewhere in the archives where you, probably Tyler, mentioned wanting to try spicy Doritos Flamas. Well, go to town. They're not spicy, but holy shit, they are limey as a 17th century British sailor. You see, they put limes so they don't get scurvy. For those of you not up on your 17th century British cartography.
I wasn't. Thank you.
To help counter the intense citrus, I've included a bag of fiery habanero Doritos Dinamita chips.
Nice.
Dinamita? They've rolled up these little bastards so they have no sweetness at all, just a touch spice. Finally, wash it down with some Nacho Picoso Tango cheese chips. Here's to hoping that helps you get your taquitos.net sponsorship, boys.
Taquitos.net.
All right. Moving on, I also know you love having your assholes burned out with raging spice, so I've included a collection of my favorite hot sauces for you to sample.
Yes.
Start with Mountain Man Chipotle, even though Tyler said in the past he's sick of the smoky, spicy craze. This guy knows his shit. Next, go to the Mountain Man Fire Roasted Habanero Sauce. Then move on to the bigger boys. The order I recommend is Heartbreaking Dawn's Fervor. That is a fucking magic card.
What is it?
Heartbreaking Dawn's Fervor.
Dawn's Fervor?
I'm going to tap two white mana and play Heartbreaking Dawn's Fervor.
That's a legendary. You can only have one Dawn's Fervor out one game at one time.
Followed by Cajon's, or is that Cajones? Cajon's Fear. And finally, Cajon's Chupacabra.
Oh,
Have some milk
goat
candy,
sucker.
not for your dick and balls, but for the place where your dick and balls are supposed to go. Infer what you will, this is Tadpog after all.
Yes.
Finally, the reason this package exists. I've included a copy of one of my favorite games from childhood. This is one single game that even my ultra-lenient parents were absolutely puzzled by, asking why they wasted money on this shit.
Wow.
Should be perfect for Tadpog. I figure since you can play it and love it or hate it, do a show on it. Hey, it's the guesswork of trying to figure out a game to play, right? I hope that it does, so I've sent you guys a copy of Booger Man.
Booger Man.
You can fart, burp, or flick snot at whatever you choose. I hope it will bring back the same memories of childhood that I had when I played this game. Well, that's enough bullshit for me. I'm guessing you've wasted 10 minutes reading this. 8 minutes.
We can stretch it out.
Reading this hot garbage letter. So let's get cracking on this box, and maybe half the show will be over, and by the time you're done, yours in dick jokes and puckered assholes, face of Alien Wing Wong.
Thank you, Faceful of Alien
That was
Wing
a
Wong.
damn good letter.
That's a very good letter.
Very, very,
Typed?
very good letter. Typed.
Oh my God.
It's got some little art of like an alien down here.
Holy
of a face
shit.
hugger.
Let me see that.
Yeah.
This is great. It's smoking a cigarette. Nice.
Just got done face fucking you.
Nice. All right. So are we going to do all of this box? Or do you want to save some?
I'm wondering if we should save some.
There's a lot in there.
Yeah.
And I actually would love to get to some calls because we haven't done calls in a long time. And then Wiz and Sage Ian fixed our soundboard, so now we can do calls. But I definitely want to do these chips.
Save the hot sauces for next time.
Let's save
we'll do the chips.
Let's save the hot sauces, and we'll do the chips tonight.
That sounds very good. All right. See, I think he gave us an order to do these in.
All right, I have the letter.
Or he gives ordered the hot sauces, maybe.
Let's see. Yeah, there is no order for the chips, but he does mention Doritos Flamas first.
All right, let's do that then. Because these are the ones what he said they weren't spicy, but they were super fucking limey.
Yeah, not spicy, but super limey, like a 17th century British sailor.
Look good, very dark, heavily seasoned. This packet, man,
It's a very good
Face
package.
of Alien Wing Wong. So impressed with you.
We're not gonna like make it a huge deal, but we saw how much you paid for shipping on this package. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. I wouldn't have done that. All right, you ready?
Uh-huh.
Crunch into this. I feel like have we had these before?
I don't think we've had.
Oh, I think I'd remember this.
Holy
This is
shit.
citrusy as fuck.
You're right.
I kind of like it though.
Damn. It is more sour than it is hot.
It is. It's like it's like a Sour Patch Kid in chip form.
You're right. It's good.
I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, I would eat those.
What does Flamas mean? Do you know?
Flame.
Is that right?
I mean, I'm just guessing.
Just Doritos plain?
If it said Doritos Zanahoria, I'd be like, oh, that means carrot. And that's the extent of it.
Doritos Biblioteca.
Oh, yeah, I know that. No, I speak Spanish. I can help you out here.
This is hold the moan chips. Where people try to eat chips quietly in the library while on webcam. If you're not familiar with the Hold the Moan subreddit, I highly recommend you stop listening to the show and pause it and go check it out real quick. It is essentially just women masturbating in libraries on webcams.
Okay, that's fair.
That's not exclusively what it's designed for, but that's pretty much all you find on there.
Okay, next, let's amp it up and go to the Fiery Habanero Doritos Dynamite. We've had a kind of these, but not these exactly.
Okay, so these are, because these look like what
These are the
Jack and
curled up.
Ziggy Moons sent us,
Right.
Fiery Habanero is not really super spicy.
Flummus is spicier. These have a scotch of heat, but you're right, it's more smoke. Mm-hmm. It's not too smoky. It's all right. These are okay.
Two things I like about these chips that are rolled up. First thing, they're very crunchy when they roll these.
True.
When they roll a Dorito up into the second thing I like about this, this feels like a fucking cigarette. Like this is what these Dynamitas? Which Pokemon is this? Dynamita?
Dynamite.
They feel like a cigarette. They do.
Yeah.
You looked worried there for a minute.
I did. I was worried for a second. I was like, do I ask him if he likes these?
So-
Is this a gateway Dorito?
Yeah, I brought a pack with me. I'm going to smoke right here.
But also, I'm also not worried. I know that you were done with cigarettes, so I'm not ever worried about you backtracking.
How do you know I'm done?
Because you said you were done.
That is true. Although, you know me.
If you ever went back, fucking no one is going to find out about that shit. I think you would go to any lengths to make sure no one found out you smoked a cigarette.
I don't think I'd hide it because first of all, it's impossible to hide that you smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it is impossible. Nikki hid it from me for a little bit.
Yeah.
And twice we were quitting together and she was still smoking. And both times I found out because it is impossible to hide. It's impossible to hide it.
Yeah.
If you're around somebody for, I don't know, any length of time, I feel like it's super hard to hide it.
My grandmother hid it from me until she died of emphysema. Then I found out.
Surprise!
Nanny! Which that's actually totally true. But I guess she always smoked. She just didn't do it around us, so I never know anything any different. Just that her house smelled funny. But
Nanny.
I guess it's not easy. I guess it's pretty easy to like trick a 7-year-old.
Yeah,
So.
maybe.
Here, the Doritos Nacho Picasso. It's got peppers on it, so I assume there's some heat to it. But
Nanny, your house smells like itching. All right. Nacho Picasso. Okay. It's a cubist. It's a cubist chip. I think it's Picasso. It's Sazonado flavored.
I like these. I like these better than the Fire Habanero.
I like them. I just
They're
can't.
distinct.
I don't know what the flavor is.
Yeah, it's different. It's not anything it's hard to describe.
All right. There is an illustration of a cheese wedge on the front
Green Bay flavored.
and a pepper. Yeah.
There's my football joke for the next 20 episodes.
It was a good one. Solid one.
But thank you very much, Faceful of Alien Wing Mong. Those were all good chips.
Yes.
But I want to come prepared for that hot sauce.
Yep. Like I should have.
I don't have anything in the house that will go with it. So next episode, I'll have chips and everything ready, and we'll do it.
Body shots?
Fuck yeah, body shots.
All right, let's do it.
All right,
Let's do
let's
it
get
right
Ian
now.
over. Fucking Ian and John, fucking body shots of hot sauce.
I thought it'd just be you and me, man. It's fine. If it makes you more comfortable if more people are here, it's fine.
But then we have to like get up and like we both need to be on the mics.
All right. Well, I will try to find taquitos.net entries for each of these chips that we've tried today, and I'll post them in the link in the show
All
notes.
good, all good. I've never seen any of these chips at any of the stores around here.
Nope, me neither. You want to do calls and stuff?
yeah. Fuck
Okay.
yeah, I do.
I'd tell an intro story, but I told all of them last episode. I'm out
I told all mine a year ago.
for a
so that's
while.
fine.
I'm out for a while. I am actually now.
I just had to fuck Melissa in different weird positions, basically for intro stories. So.
I'm actually going out of my way to make bad decisions so that I have intro stories. Like, this podcast is legit destroying my life. Like, in a very basic sense, because it's like a Goofus and Gallant cartoon where it's just like, good idea or bad idea? Well, I mean, we have to do the bad
Edit the
idea.
show.
So, like, it is a Tuesday. We are recording later, so yes. All right, let's see. Oh, hey, also something new and exciting. Well, for me, maybe not for people who have called us, but we have, so we have a Patreon, patreon.com/tadpog, where a lot of really cool people give us money because they like this show. And that's really neat. So what we've done is we've taken every cent of that and we have given it to a very expensive call screening company. It's Call Screen Corp.
Yep.
And so what we've done is because we have a lot of voicemail. So we set up a meeting with Bob Call Screen Corp and we said,
Bob, we EatsABaby eats a boy.
A joke that my dad will remember that commercial until the day he fucking dies. Like, I mean, I'm going to have to convince him to like not put it on his tombstone. He also does this thing that Nikki thinks is really funny, where like when he gets off a phone call, like he's just in such a hurry to get off the phone. He's like, "All right, see you later, bye." I mean, it's just like, "See you later, bye." It's just like just slurring out, and then like he doesn't even wait for a response.
He talks like me doing the outro.
It's just he sees that red button and the phone call is over. So we had a meeting with Bob EatsABaby.
Yep, there you go.
Bob EatsABaby. Bob eats a baby. We watched a man eat. We paid a man all of our Patreon dollars to watch him eat a baby in front of us. And then he also said, "Hey, yo, dog, I noticed you have like a shitload of phone calls in your Google Voice. And what I'm going to do is you give me all of your money right now. And I'll go through and I'll pick out the best ones." So that's what we're doing now. Not only to catch up, but just so we have better calls to play.
Yeah, I mean, and let's be honest. We left in a lot still, but like ones that were nothing but static, ones that were just like one word, ones that anything that was funny, provoked discussion.
Those are the big things.
Yeah. Ask a good question.
Yeah. Essentially, we're asking you, listener, to up your fucking game. Is essentially what we're doing.
Yep.
But you look, we paid dearly for it. We're actually do not have any money anymore.
Nope.
So if you were considering to up your donation on Patreon, now's a good time to do it because we got to refill those coffers. Daddy's got to get some smokes.
Or if you give $50 a month, we'll play all your calls.
If you give us $15 a month,
50.
I was about to say, there are people who do that.
Let's make it unrealistic.
Well, $500 a month. We'll play every call.
Golden God or Alex Pena is close.
Yes.
He's close to getting all his calls played.
Yes.
Because he upped his donation again, so it's like, what?
I know.
Man.
I know, he's killing it. We're selling a golden ticket, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
How many golden tickets do we have for sale? An infinite number?
I don't know. How many video games can I buy?
So like, let's just make...
How deep does greed go?
Very deep, I found.
Okay.
Very, very deep. And with that, you want to play the first call?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Bob.
Bob eats a baby.
God, Bob, you ate the fuck out of that baby. Here we go. Here's a call from, I do not have phone numbers on here anymore. So here's a call from a file that has been labeled 01.mp3. 01.mp3, you're live.
Oh my gosh, mother freaking tadpog. It's your beloved Adam. I'm just calling simply because I'm getting in my car to go home from work. I'm a little behind on the podcast, and I'm just now getting to the all calls episode.
All right,
I was about to say, please pause it.
Why did Bob eat a baby? Not fucking like get this call like, oh, you're behind on podcast? Guess what?
No one's behind on our show. Everyone has listened to damn near all 400 episodes. Come on.
It's true. All right, sorry, Ann. We're just playing around. We're a little, I don't know. I feel a little feisty tonight.
Yeah, I got this rum and coke. Rum and coke and hot Doritos.
Oh man, you're doing me a betrayal.
I gave you a straw.
I got regular.
I offered you a straw.
You didn't offer me rum. All right, Adam.
I drank it all.
Is that it? Is that all of it?
That's all I had. I can pour some LID mix in there.
Man, you would have fucking got away with it too if you hadn't been so braggy over there.
Damn.
About all your rum.
With Brandon of Axelate fame, who is No offense, Jacob. My favorite co-host outside of Dave and Tyler, Brandon's my absolute favorite. And when I saw that he was on an All Calls episode, I was just hoping that somehow, somewhere, a block of calls that I brought in are played on the show, because I would love to hear Brandon talk. Even if he talks badly about my calls, I'd love to hear him talk about my calls, because he's my fave. I love him, so I'm excited. So I just wanted to call and share that excitement. So if you guys can get Jacob on an All Calls episode, I'll call just as excited as well. So I love you, but I'm going to hang up so I can get to the All Calls episode.
Adam, you've listened to all of our shows. I mean, not all of them, you're behind. But have you not learned enough about Jacob?
You're dead to him.
You're
dead
now.
to Jared.
He hates
you are
you now.
dead
That
to
is
Jacob.
done.
Yeah, sorry.
He's moved on. He is all about Sean and Mitch now. No, yeah, he's done with you, Adam. That's it.
I am also all about pick brother and slap brother. But Adam, thanks for calling. I like Brandon a lot too. I'm very fond of Brandon.
Yep. He is what brought us together.
He really is.
He is what made this podcast today.
He's the man glue.
Yep.
Yeah.
God, amazing.
So it's so good.
Darren, you know.
I'm sorry, did you say Taryn?
Darren, you know.
Is there a story there?
No.
Okay. Here is a call from 03.mp3. You're live, 03.
She knows.
Fucking TADPOG. This is Sober Sean calling right now. I'm just listening to the Toe Jam and Earl show, and I want to thank you so much. I've been trying to figure out the name of the show, Bump in the Night, like literally for the past 8 years. At least once a year, every year, it pops into my mind. Like, what was that show? And I'll go on this search, and I try to figure out what it is. And I always come up empty-handed. Sure enough, you motherfuckers go ahead and mention the show. My mind blows. Tears start coming down my face, and I get a half chub. Super amped. Thanks so much. What was y'all's favorite cartoon show as a kid? Later. Bye.
Speak of slap brother, Sean, and he appears.
Yep.
That's one of his mutant abilities.
Although nerdy, so he is of Nerdy Thursday fame.
Yes, that's a podcast.
Although I have a gripe. My wife did not mention this. She would never mention this.
My wife.
I noticed this.
Did Bob eat a baby?
She took a very good picture of Sean passed out in a chair at the hotel at the con.
Which is the art for their most recent episode.
You give her fucking credit.
She's
for
not
that
credited?
picture. You fucking give her credits.
So we're not going to answer this question that
Nope.
he asked. That is what you're saying.
No. Whenever she gets credit for that picture.
I have video footage of in their most recent episode. They talk about Mitch throws Sean's shoes up on top of a deck. Or an air conditioning unit it was, I'm sorry. Oh, he actually doesn't do it. Some random woman does it. Listen to the Nerdy Thursday episode. They get their stories right. I have footage of some of that. I actually have footage of me like trying to help Sean get his shoes down, but I run out of storage like halfway. And then because I realized that I was an asshole the entire Louisville Arcade Expo trip.
You are wonderful.
Thank you.
You're amazing.
But all the stories I hear, like I've gotten so many messages since we recorded our last episode where we talk about how drunk I was at the Louisville Arcade Expo. I've gotten so many messages where it's like, hey, you did this. Do you remember this? And I'm like, nope, not at all. 100% do not remember that. But everyone has been like, you and Melissa were both telling me that I was very sweet.
Oh, you're the best.
I got a message from half a Tadpog sweetheart, Nicole, who did not chastise me for giving her escape room team grief. Just throwing that out there.
Oh, because she's ashamed. Because she knows she was bested and she can't say anything.
Look, I took it as victory, but I wasn't going to go there. I'm glad you brought it. I'm glad we got there organically. But she sent me a message today saying, do you remember saying that you love my parties and that I'm a great friend? I said, no, I don't remember saying that, but I mean it.
Because she's the only one of us that will host a party and host an event.
Yes.
And she does a good job.
Yes, a very good job.
Yeah.
Sorry for all that inside baseball, everybody. Now back maybe to Sean's call. Do you have a favorite cartoon as a kid? We talked about a lot.
How young? How young?
Anything under 18?
Okay. Oh yeah. Shit. When I was really little, I fucking loved the Elephant Show. Remember that? That's not a cartoon though.
Skidamarinky Dinky Dink. But there was
watching
a cartoon
that now.
outro.
It's like, oh man, that's so fucking weird.
Oh, it's very weird.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
Let's see. I remember loving Doug. Fucking loved Doug growing up.
I like Doug, the Nickelodeon Doug.
Not the ABC
Not
Doug.
Bizarro ABC
Fucking
Doug.
Roger Klotz wins the lottery Doug. No, fuck that.
Look, I know.
Pixie Cut Patty Mayonnaise. No, thank you.
No, fuck that noise. Look, I know that I'm not supposed to see skin color, but when you change skin color of like a cartoon
fucking
characters,
look at Skeeter. Just look at Skeeter.
I know. What are you doing to Skeeter? You cannot do that to Doug's best friend and not even mention it.
Oh, because I was trying to honk.
Hey Doug, it's me, your Skeeter, remember? Beep beep. I don't know, Skeeter. Something seems wrong.
Sound like a shitty knockoff beep beep. Yeah, maybe Doug.
What are the Nicktoons? You were into Rugrats?
Oh yeah, I remember watching the first episode, the debut of Rugrats at my friend's cabin.
Oh, I wasn't at your friend's cabin, but I remember seeing the first episode of Rugrats.
Rugrats, I think it was Rugrats followed by like Rocko's Modern Life. They debuted like the same day.
I remember
the Suckomatic episode.
Yes, the Suckomatic. Yeah,
Rocko's Modern Life. Love that shit. Love that shit. All of it went over my head, apparently, going back and seeing like clips from it.
Oh, everybody said. Yeah. So many sex jokes in Rocko's Modern Life.
Or he worked for a sex sex phone operator.
Yeah, I had no idea. I really like the intro to Rugrats where they do that like 3D and like the camera's all like panning around. Looks good.
God, that fucking thing we watched also by Glass Kikasupo for the tiny people, the guy who had the tiny people who tried to suck his dick.
Yeah. Yeah, the guy who did Rugrats also made that cartoon where I believe he drowned a tiny woman with his semen. Yeah, that happened. If I can find that, I will link that in the show notes at tadpog.com. Look, if you're running out of like really depraved material to jerk it to, just visit our show notes.
You'll be the first because no one does.
Some people do, and when they do, they definitely complain that the things I say are going to be in the show notes are not there. So take that.
You can just Google it. It's fine.
Yeah.
One extra step.
What other? Go back farther than that. We talked about the noozles on this show before. I love the noozles.
Love the noozles.
The magical koala bears that. There's a pink one and a blue one.
The Ghostbusters cartoon.
You like the Ghostbusters cartoon?
That's why I made my imaginary friend was made out of Firehouse.
That's right. Yeah. Fuck is a bad word.
And then Melissa's best friend, imaginary friend, was a ghost. We talked about that recently.
That might be real. Who's to say?
That's true.
I had no paranormal experts who would say that her imaginary friend was real. What was her imaginary friend's name?
Sarah.
How did Sarah die?
I don't know. That's a good question. I'll save that to ask her. She'll come in here any minute
for her interview.
Yeah,
that would be really cool.
I bet she's fucking dreading that shit.
Yeah, definitely. But let's totally when she comes in. I'll turn this mic on. We'll change this from an all-call show to her interview episode.
Yeah.
She'll love that, right?
Ghost, but yeah. Oh, she's totally ready for it. Yeah. She'll love it.
Let's see what else.
She loves that and surprise anal. It's just fine. It's fine.
Do you remember anything from Saturday morning cartoons that was good? Like, does anything stick out? Saturday morning, you wake up. What's on your agenda?
I remember a show that was about like a dog detective, and it was half cartoon and half puppets. Like the intro and the outro were puppets, and the actual story when he described his case would be a cartoon.
I am not familiar with this at all.
I don't remember what it was called. I just remember it was a thing.
Detective Dog Puppet Show.
Yep, I think that's what it was called.
Have you ever had a thought where it's like, okay, if you described that show to like 100 people and 100 of those people were like, no, I've never heard of that. Do you ever feel like, oh, maybe I invented that and I should make that a thing?
Maybe. I mean, what was that? A creepypasta about. The creepypasta was this one puppet cartoon show that was super creepy that only like a select few people will remember.
I vaguely remember this creepypasta.
It's such a good creepypasta. Such a good creepypasta. They ended up making like a YouTube series about it. So good. I'm trying to think what else.
Snorks?
Going way
Smurfs?
back. Yeah, I remember. I like the Snorks.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I watched the Smurfs. I was never crazy about the Smurfs though. I remember, of course, Captain Ness.
Yeah, I never got in on the.
I love that.
On Captain.
See, I'm trying to think about that. Like, I remember cartoons on USA that was part of like that train.
Oh, the
through.
Cartoon Express? Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
With all the horrible Hanna-Barbera cartoons that were really bad. Wacky Races would play a lot on USA
Wacky
Cartoon
Races.
Express.
Oh my God.
Yes. Yes. Like classic characters like Grape Ape. That's where I know them from, is that shitty. And like USA knew that what they had was not great because they would wait until like the main Saturday morning cartoon block was done on the major networks. And then they were like, who wants round 2? Cartoon Express leaving the station now.
Pirates of Dark Water. I loved Pirates of Dark Water.
I didn't get into that. It kind of scared me a little bit.
There was like Alien High, where like a human went to this high school that was composed entirely of like aliens. Like I remember there was a girl alien that had tons of tentacles that all had lips on it.
I think we talked about that cartoon maybe in one of the first 10 TADPOG episodes we've ever done.
Long time callback. I think what else? I'm trying to reach back into things that are barely fragmented.
Turbo Teen?
Yeah, Turbo Teen and Attack of the Killer Tomatoes
Attack
cartoon.
of the Killer Tomatoes, Sewer Sharks.
Oh man, what Wildcats?
Thundercats? I don't know. I don't know about Wildcats.
Thundercats was a little before my time.
Yeah.
I didn't watch much Thundercats.
It was a little before my time too. That and He-Man, I never really got into. Ninja Turtles was my fucking jam.
Yep.
Like, I mean, Ninja Turtles is my jam.
Okay, I have a question I'm going to put out to the Tadpog Nation.
All right.
Whoever, if somebody can answer this for me correctly and I can find it and verify it, I don't know, I'll do something for, you get Tadpog points and Dialars, whatever. I don't know. We'll figure out something.
Man, we haven't given out a Tadpog Dialar in a straight minute.
Long time. So I remember being very little, Ren and Stimpy, by the way. Remember being very little, and my first exposure to any anime, I remember I watched it like three or four times on cable TV, and I could only catch the end of it. I wanted to see the entirety of it, but it just never worked out. So all I remember is it's an anime, like animated like 80s style. So I guess if you understand anime, you know what I'm talking about.
80s style anime. I got it. It's in my mind.
80s style anime.
Phantasy Star 4
and
style.
the end was a young girl animated like somewhat maybe like Rainbow Bright, and she's talking to her older brother who has turned evil, and she's trying to talk him back down. And they're in some sort of scenario where everything they're around is just like shapes that the older evil brother can manipulate.
Like shapes, like triangles, circles, squares kind of thing?
Yes.
They're in shape.
And they're in different colors, and he is trying to kill her while she is trying to talk him down. And he's dressed like a wizard, and he's manipulating the terrain around him.
Wait. We got to rewind this a little bit. When you say he's dressed like a wizard,
dark robes. I don't know. Do you have a wizard hat? He definitely had dark robes on.
Yeah.
Dressed like an evil wizard.
He put on his wizard robe.
And I remember he tries to kill her, but eventually she talks him down, and he cries, and they're reunited at the end. And all I ever saw was like the last battle, where he's manipulating the terrain around him with all these shapes.
I was about to say, he upgraded from shapes and moved to terrain.
So if anybody can tell me what the fuck I'm talking about.
What do you take me for? Some conjurer of simple geometric shapes? I move trees now.
But I've wondered for years what that was.
Someone out there knows. Mm-hmm. Someone knows the answer to this. It ain't me, but I'm curious too, because I feel like what we'll do is we will put Tadpog on pause, and we will do an episode per episode podcast on this cartoon you're talking about.
Okay. Yeah.
Are you on board?
Yep.
Do you think all our listeners are okay with us like just pausing Tadpog for maybe a year to talk about Shape Wizard? Shape Wizard and Little
Geometry
Sis.
Mancer.
Geometry Mancer. Do you feel
I
like,
wanted to say Geomancer, but that's something different.
I know, I almost went there too. Do you feel like we have sufficiently answered
I do.
Slap Brother Sean's question? Mm-hmm. Great. Thank you for calling, Sean. Here is our next call. This is from 04.mp3. Now this way we can tell like when
who
Bob
got
EatsABaby deleted a call. Here we go. 04MP3. You're live.
Oh hey, fuck, lost my train of thought. Anyway, I do that all the time. I'm sorry. It's been
You're
a long
fine.
day. Anyway, so I've been rewatching things. Thank you, Dave, for reminding me about how awesome Lodos Wars is.
You're welcome.
So my question is, if you were to live in a fantasy world, which fantasy world would you like to live in? I'm assuming Tyler's going to say Wheel of Time, but
It's a good one.
That's a good guess.
Good one.
I don't know. I think I like Sam because of all the silly puns.
Pause. The Xanth world?
I'm unfamiliar.
I am too. Did I hear that correctly?
I think
Did
so.
you hear
That's
Xanth?
what I heard too.
Okay.
All the
Is that a zebra
Teleporting
Applegate
zebras?
might fuck?
So instead of Banff like Nightcrawler, you Xanth. Zebras teleporting.
Hey man,
everywhere.
I could have sworn I saw a zebra here.
What if zebras
A second
have the
ago.
abilities to teleport?
different food growing on trees like pipes and all the silly jokes and whatnot.
I mean, fruit does grow on
Anyway,
trees.
I look forward to the next episode like I always do. I'll hopefully get some stuff out soon, because hopefully the stuff I ordered will be in by the time you guys get to this. If not,
Probably.
keep it unlocked, and I'll leave it there. Bye.
I believe that was
Jagged Ziggy Moons.
Moons.
Let's see. Wheel of Time is a really good guess. So yeah, honestly, Wheel of Time or maybe the Mistborn series. The not the old Mistborn series, but
There's an old Mistborn
there's the
series?
original trilogy, and then after that, because the original trilogy, and then he's writing more books that take place like 200 years after the original trilogy.
Okay.
So in the world 200 years later, where it's basically the Wild West of that world, that would be a cool experience. Maybe that world.
So why do you think you would do well in that world?
If I was a Alamancer or a ferrochemist, yes.
What if you're a Tyler?
Maybe Tyler's a ferrochemist or an Alamancer. I don't know.
Like when you enter that world, they're like they put the sorting hat on you, and they're like, you can control copper.
Yep, there you
Okay,
go.
All right. So like, but there's a
Copper
chance.
suck though, but yeah.
What does copper? What does a coppermancer do?
A coppermancer is called a. I forget what, because they all, if you burn a certain metal, they all have a certain name. It's
Like, what do you mean?
smoker, a copper, an Alamancer who can burn copper is called a smoker, and they project basically an aura around them to where
That gets everybody fucked up.
yeah, fucked up.
I thought you said this would be a bad one.
That you can't be detected by a seeker. A seeker can tell when you're burning a metal, so it hides that. And
That's it? That's all they do?
And protects you from mental influence.
Okay.
So, like, there are other, zinc or brass and something else have where they can manipulate emotions. A smoker is immune to that when they're burning copper. So you
Question.
can't be found or manipulated.
Does rust ever come into play in
Man,
the Mistborn?
it fucking should.
world?
That is man, I have never thought about that, but you're fucking right, it should.
Because that's like, if I were in this fantasy realm, like I'd be like, fuck all these metal fuckers. Like I figured like I'm the guy who like did not get any metal burning powers and just like, I'm just gonna like start the fucking Rust League. And what we're gonna do is fucking just rust a whole bunch of metal.
I mean, there's shit like that exists in that series.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right. Well, I think those are the books you've been giving me that I haven't been reading. Is that right?
And I've given you the King Killer
The other
Chronicles.
one. Okay. The other thing that I had not been
King
reading.
Killer Chronicles are also really good. That wouldn't be a bad world to exist in either. But it is also, if I'm going to pick a world, I want something more high magic. That is a low magic setting.
Okay. You have like some really like well-read
I mean,
answers.
maybe Harry Potter too. Let's just go blatantly obvious. Like if you could be a wizard and be in Harry Potter, that's not bad either.
I think I would like to do something like I think like Greek mythology would be really neat.
The Percy Jackson world. If you could be a demigod, that's not bad.
Because I do like the idea of like the gods living, like they are beings that do interact with mortals constantly. Because that's like every fucking Greek myth is about like a god interacting.
A god fucking with somebody.
mortals, right?
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally or figuratively.
Right. So on second thought, I take it back because the last I checked, I am not in the Greek pantheon. So maybe I'll choose something different.
That's why I enjoy it, because Brainy Gatsby loves the Percy Jackson series. So I've been reading those for her. And I finished the original Percy Jackson books, and then now I've been reading the expanded Percy Jackson universe, which basically includes the Roman pantheon and other pantheons. It's a good series of books.
That does sound good. I am going to go with an answer that is probably going to be met with concern. I don't think some people are going to agree with me. I'd say the Star Wars universe.
Resident Evil.
Because Star Wars is a fantasy movie, not a science fiction movie.
Or is
So,
it a space opera?
I would say space. I think space opera is like it's totally fantasy.
Yeah.
That's totally fantasy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like you have Space Samurai. That's like, I mean, the space opera part is like it's a fucking soap opera that's set in space, which also happens to be a fantasy. There's like nothing in Star Wars that's science fiction, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's not, you're right. It's not like Battlestar Galactica. That's science fiction.
Or even like Jurassic Park. Like Jurassic Park is science fiction. You
Because,
know what
like,
I mean?
yeah, the Jedi Order isn't like, it's not a scientific order. It's not a bunch of scientists, you know.
It's a bunch of fucking wizards.
Sure, there are midichlorians, but like,
You're right. Well, there's our science.
I mean, but it's also like it's a cult. So
They're wizards and knights, things
Yeah.
that you find in fantasy settings. It just happens to be in space and not on different planes of existence.
Yep.
I don't know. That's what I'm sticking to.
That's
Star
fair.
Wars universe. Answered. Do you feel like, Tyler, that was sufficiently answered?
do.
All right, here's our next call. This is from 05.mp3. 05 your life.
What's up, TADPOG? It's Adam.
What's up, Adam?
Hello, it's Adam. I was just calling in to leave the probably most self-promoting, arrogant, prideful, boastful call that I hopefully have ever made.
Okay, good.
Just finished the All Calls episode with Brandon and Axley, my fave, by the way. And
We recall.
finished the call from the Bespectacles host, Dave. And I was listening to that message from Drunk Dave for one beer, Drunk Dave, and realized, holy cow, I sound like Drunk Dave on my voicemails. As I listened to you talk, it sounded like what my voicemail
Did
sound
I
like.
call?
The tone in your voice, the cadence. So I was just dumbfounded by how much I think I sound like Drunk Dave. Now, you guys might listen to it and not think that, but just listening to my own voice on the phone and listening to Dave's drunk voice on the phone, I feel like we are cut from the same cloth, and that's the highest honor that I feel like I could ever receive.
You're welcome.
So I just wanted to call in and let you know that I really enjoyed your call, not only because it sounded like me, but because I think you guys have arrived. When you are calling your own podcast, you've made it. Like, you've made it. Like, this is it.
That's
You
one
guys,
way of putting it.
You're at the pinnacle. So, I mean, I guess that means it's all downhill from here, but man, what a ride it's going to be. So, gonna keep listening to this Toe Jam and Earl episode, but just wanted to call in and let you guys know about that. And I'm going to be starting a campaign for more Brandon of Axelay fame and more Jacob of Wolf Fighting fame.
we
Yeah, we
have
covered
them
that.
on
Jacob
whenever
and Brandon
they're
on
in
the same
town.
episode. That's jizz in my pants. That's all I need right there. That'll be my pinnacle. That'll be my climax. You know what I mean? So
We do.
love you guys. You're doing great. I can't wait to listen to more and call back soon. And again, just thank you so much for doing what you guys do and the passion that you do it with. So we're all appreciative and we love you.
That was a nice call,
Thank
Adam.
you, Adam.
You know what I like about Adam's calls is like how sweet he gets in like the last 8 seconds.
He wraps it up sweet.
Like, I mean,
Yeah.
he's like, his calls are always
He
positive.
finishes you off with a smile.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. He's a lover, not a hater. So, okay. My voice is mine, so it's difficult for me to say. Yeah, I guess you sound like drunk me, but we can put this to a test. Adam, hit me up privately, and I will give you my wife's phone number. My wife, and what you have to do is just ask her for tit pics. That's all you had. Just ask her, and then we'll know if you truly sound like
I
me.
see you're playing the most dangerous game.
No. I'm asking you to do it because
the divorce game.
what's the
The divorce version of 999.
I'm actually asking because I'm hoping that you can get them for me. But yeah, if you want to put it to a test, seriously, let me know. We'll put it to a test.
Yeah. It's just like, I remember, who was it? MJ Link has a good Josh impression, and he called and fooled Josh's mother for about 15 seconds.
I don't know, Adam. I think you could do it. I don't think that you could actually get any photographs, but I do think that you could probably trick some of my fan members who have heard me drunk, which is very, very limited group. I do not like getting
Your
drunk
cousin
around
David.
family. Yes. Adam, thank you, sweet boy, Adam. Here is another call. This is from 06.mp3. 06, you're live.
Hey, motherfucking TADPOG. This is Paul from UK.
What's up?
After my last message, you mentioned like my voice, so I had to wait until my voice is properly hoarse again to reply again, so you could, compliment it. I didn't want to let you guys down.
Sounds fucking
anyway,
sexy.
I have a few things on my mind.
I'm gonna pause it for a second.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea what he's saying, but it does sound sexy.
One of the things was I wanted to ask you guys, did you ever masturbate in a public place, not in your house or someone else's house? And on the subject of public places, since I've been to America quite recently, I wanted to ask you about your public toilets and why you have massive 3-inch gaps in the door so people can watch you shit from 4 feet away. What's your fascination with watching people shit? Do you want to make eye contact? It makes me pretty uncomfortable when I go over there, but I have to hold in my shit until I get back to the hotel or apartment wherever I'm staying, and I can't use the toilets. What is up with that? Are you trying to save money on the, excuse me, on the toilets? So anyway, if you could just have your thoughts on toilets. I love you guys. Keep up the good work, and let me know, because this is, I really want to figure this out. Anyway, I think I'm at the strip club right now. I'm on a stag do or a bachelor party, as you call it. So I think we're at our destination. So thanks so much. I'll speak soon. Bye.
Excellent.
Yep.
Excellent. Thank you for calling. Also,
God, I love when people from the UK call.
Yeah,
Thank
I do
you,
too.
Paul. Thank you.
yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Paul. Also, Paul, I was talking to my boss about you. How does that make you feel? A little weird? Because I have seen some of your tweets on the Twitter, and I've seen you mention Arsenal, which I know is a football club because my boss is from England and he is a huge Arsenal fan. So now, Paul, you and I'm assuming it's the same Paul. There's only one Paul from the UK, I've heard.
Might be two.
God, son of a bitch.
Think
Foiled
there might be
again.
two. I think there might be two.
All right, well, I'm just going to stop right now. I'm done. All right, let's talk about looking at people.
Let's go along and just pretend it's one. I could be wrong.
Well, there were two, and then they fought. Remember?
Oh, they merged.
Yeah, they merged, and they decided to set their differences aside and unite. If anything,
I saw a Reddit thread about why the bathrooms in the U.S. are like that.
Okay, so wait. First of all, what do you mean like that?
Like where there are gaps where you can peek through and
look and watch
someone
somebody
shit.
poop.
You absolutely can. We don't. That is discouraged.
Well, I kind of did when I was drunk at Dairy Queen in Louisville, and I tried to get into that bathroom stall because, I shook the door and it was locked, and I totally peeked in, and there was a dude in there who looked frightened.
It's just I can only imagine it's because U.S. manufacturing is fucking cheap as hell.
Really?
Like it is just cheap to put up walls like that you just barely put together. It is just the bare minimum expense that you can put together. I mean,
Okay.
I imagine if they could get away without having a bathroom, every business would. But you just need to have one. So you're going to give the bare minimum that you fucking can. And it's just the way it is.
Do you think that they have tried different building materials in bathrooms? Just what is the cheapest possible? Do you think there's just a guy who specializes in making bathrooms out of popsicle sticks? Have you seen on, are you like me? Do you subscribe to every fucking local classified, barter and trade, for sale Facebook group for Paducah and West Kentucky?
I do not, but Melissa does.
Man, I do. And I strongly recommend that you get on that train because it is some of the funniest shit you'll fucking ever see.
Yeah.
But
I mean, some of it's good. That's how I bought her wedding ring.
Nice.
It was on a site like that. So
but the reason I mention it is because there's someone on there selling chests that are made out of pallet wood, pallet, shipping pallets. And they want way too much money for it because it's I know how much pallets, I know how cheap that wood is. That is not good. It's on a pallet for a fucking reason. It's because it wasn't good enough to be a chest. So someone was like, someone at the warehouse was like, is this wood chest wood or is this wood pallet wood? And they're like, it's definitely pallet wood. And then somebody took that pallet wood and then fucking made it a chest anyway, turned around and they want to sell it for $200 on Facebook. So
it's like Josh and Nicole. They had a yard sale when they lived in Murray and sold a chest or a nightstand. Someone bought it. They then went to the flea market and saw it painted going for like $80 and they sold it for like $5.
There's so much of that shit. Like I see all kinds of there's a local establishment called Bargain Hunt. I'm not sure if you're familiar with it.
Oh yeah.
But it is full of furniture like that. Like you can go through and be like, yard sale chair, yard sale table, yard sale chair, and it's all just like cheap furniture that's been painted like rustic white.
Somebody had told me you could get cheap NES games there, so that's why I went there.
Oh, really?
I could not find any cheap NES games. I found Turtles in Time for like $80.
But what about, did you find any racist memorabilia?
Oh yeah, like the black Santa Clauses and like pie birds and oh yeah.
No, it's a horrible place.
Yeah.
Like I went in there and like Nikki is not from Kentucky, she's from Illinois. But like even like that difference, when the first time she and I went, we went together, and I remember seeing all that racist shit and like feeling really embarrassed. Like, this isn't like all Kentucky shops, just 40% of them,
just the non-corporate ones.
Yeah.
Just the independently owned ones,
just the awful ones.
Have you ever masturbated in a public place?
Define public place.
I mean, because I have had sex in an adult movie theater.
Well, that's different. Your wiener was hiding.
Girl.
Yeah, you can't see it, so it doesn't count.
Just like out in the open or outdoors. I mean, I remember when I was 15, 16, I had sex on a playground at the local elementary school.
Really?
Yeah. That we didn't have anywhere to go, so we were at my parents' house, and like, oh, we're just gonna walk down to the school real quick. They're like, oh, okay. So we went down there. We went back in the woods behind the school, where they had like a picnic table. Had sex back there.
What time of day was this?
Oh, it was middle of the day. It was like 2:00. So like we had sex, and I just threw the condom in the woods and walked away.
and that's why I've seen that horrific deer around town. That's the one that
the deer looks like me and my high school girlfriend. Just
right. I just have not really. I guess it depends on your definition of public place. I've never jerked it just right out in public. I've never just taken it out, just going to town.
No, you don't have internet access. Why would you do it?
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of converging factors in that one, I think.
Yeah, masturbating, like sex in public, okay. Masturbating in public, no.
Yeah, there's definitely different connotations there. Both will get you in trouble, but I feel like they're different.
One is fun and one is creepy.
Well, I mean, both are fun, but there's definitely one that's creepier than the other.
One Jeffrey Dahmer did, and one he didn't do.
That could be our next podcast.
What would Jeffrey Dahmer do?
Yeah, it's a trivia show. What did Jeffrey Dahmer do? Just make up facts about Jeffrey Dahmer. People believe anything about Jeffrey Dahmer. It's like Albert Einstein quote. You can just attribute
anything,
whatever the fuck you want.
Anything remotely intellectual, and Abraham Lincoln.
Yes.
So.
All right, sexy voice, Paul, the only one left. Thank you for calling. Tyler, do you recall if he was 06.mp3 or 07 MP3?
06.
Thank you, Tyler. Here is 07 MP3.
Fucking Tadpog. What's going on? Joe Willard here.
What's up, Joe?
Trash Bear.
Yeah.
Just a couple of quick things. Number one, I was just playing around on the interwebs and somehow saw that Dave, your son, and my son are born 4 days apart. My son, Joe the 4th, was born on December the 9th of 2014. So there's that. But here's the more important coincidence. My dog, he is about 5 years old, so you had nothing to do with his naming, but his name is Dave. If you met him, he's totally a Dave.
I'd love to meet him.
And he has a gooter.
I do too. That's the end of the call.
Thank you, Trash Bear.
Oh, man, that's fucking great. December 9th was our original due date for Henry. So there we go. So I don't know. Look, the world is a mysterious place. That we all just live here, right?
Yeah.
Some guys have a dog named Dave.
It's true.
Some guys might have a dog named Tyler. Ooh, do you think we could get those dogs together?
Think they could do a dog cast.
A dog podcast, yes. Trash Bear, thank you. That was a lovely call. I'm sorry, not Trash Bear. 07 MP3. Thank you for calling. I have one more call from Bob EatsABaby. And this is going to wrap things up for August of 2016.
Okay, good.
So this is from caller 09.mp3.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, guys? It is Tony.
What's up, Tony?
I just finished listening to the Sword of Vermilion episode.
I forgot we did that.
I was calling in with a TADPOG fact check. So, Tyler said that yawning
makes your brain cool off.
Cools your brain.
Cools the brain off.
This is a call I've been waiting for.
All right. Do you want to like predict what's going to happen here?
How wrong I am. How wrong Chuck E. Cheese is.
Melissa's here. Are you ready for your interview, Melissa? It's our ambush interview episode. Okay. There's our next Patreon.
Yeah, okay, that solves itself.
You said it. All right. Okay. Let's see how wrong you are. Or Chuck E. Cheese was.
He's right. Among other reasons,
What?
Right?
yawning does happen to cool your brain. A lot of research done, and it shows that sure enough, when you yawn, cools your brain. When you're tired or exhausted, it actually increases your brain temperature.
My goodness.
Wow.
Tyler was right on this one, but there are other reasons. To yawn.
A broken clock is right twice a day.
Full contagious yawn. So there you have it. Tyler, 1, Dave 0 on the reason that we yawn.
That's all right.
Guys. Keep it up.
And just as Tony posts something in Tadpog Nation.
Look, I want to address this. I'm going to get right in front of this. Look, yes, my knowledge in yawning is lacking. I realize that. I'm gonna make a focused, concerted effort to learn more about yawning, so that in the future I can
Your yawnledge.
my yawnledge, so I can contribute to the conversation.
Thank you, Tony. Damn, Chuck E. Cheese fucking nailed it.
All right, let's see. Do you want to move? Do you want to move into September?
Yeah, we gotta do this shit. Let's
All right.
do it.
All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and goodbye, August folder. All right, here we go. First call from September 2016. 01.mp3.
TADPOG Nation, St. Zach here.
Sounding good, Zach.
Dave, I got a bone to pick with you.
All right, next call.
Every time, that's just like the past generation. Like that's how they do. Like mowing your yard, or after gym class they were forced to shower. Or after PE they were forced to shower, so they just accept it. No, you're making me feel ancient, even though I'm younger than you two. Well, I mean,
you're still old, motherfucker.
I'm younger than you.
Sorry. This point.
I should not feel older, like be part of this old generation.
Nope.
Sorry.
After going to the gym.
You're the conservative one. You're the older one, fucker.
Like unless I'm playing video games with friends anymore, or like.
How often do you do that now, Zach? Let's pause for a moment. How often do you play video games with friends anymore? Is the answer less than once a week? Oh, shit, you're old, son.
Link up online with Xbox One. I'd rather be out in the yard making sure the garden's growing right.
God, so old.
Fucking old.
God, you're old.
Fucking old. You're older than me. I don't give a shit about
non-GMO products. But that's beside the point. I had a question.
But you forgot it because you're old.
I'm not that old. I guess the Army has conditioned me to do stuff.
Yeah.
And the helicopter shop. And
who else cares about gardens? My dad, Zach.
Yes.
He's 60.
All right, that's it. That was it from Zach. Thank you, old man Zach.
All right, so Zach is old.
Zach is old.
Saint old man Zach.
Thank you for calling, Zach. Always good to hear from you. Here is our next call. This is from 02.mp3.
I remember what I was going to say.
Hey, Zach.
So I was going to make a deal with you guys.
All right.
No.
I don't make deals with old men.
Fool me once.
Yeah. The last time I made a deal with an old man, I got in trouble.
When the helicopter shop sends me to a
Jeffrey Dahmer drilled a hole in my
head. I was going to make an offer to up my Patreon donation.
We'll do it.
You have my attention.
$50 a month.
Wow, golden ticket money.
Play all your calls.
Stipulation. You guys have to buy a cheap flash drive, and once a month, send me the episodes so that I may enjoy the TADPOG goodness.
Deal.
In a foreign country. And I will send you the flash drives back so you can reuse them. But I figure flash drives have gotten relatively cheap these days, and a 4 gig one is like $2 or $3. So anyway, use on that and pay Lord bless.
Oh, yeah. No, I'll absolutely do that.
Yeah, we'll do that for anybody.
100%.
Yeah.
Yep. You said it, $50.
Jokes on him. So what we do is we actually just send him one. And then when he does not up his donation to $50 a month, we just really give him shit about it.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah.
Like, I mean, we can turn into some big fucking bullies. Yeah. We can do it. Well, I don't mind pushing around an old man. Thanks again for calling, Zach. I'm glad that your feeble old man brain finally remembered your question. You oldie old man. Here is another call from 03.mp3. Please, God be Zach.
Fucking TADPOG. Fishlips J calling in.
Fishlips J.
It is early September, and by the time you get this, I'll be wishing you a Happy New Year.
Little late.
And I was
really late.
sitting down the other night. I'm working on potty training with my daughter, and she wants me to read her The Cat in the Hat while she sits on the potty.
Me too.
Thinking about that Little Fears, ain't you?
I'm reading it, and the whole fucking time,
Yep.
I was sitting there looking at thing 1 and 2, like, motherfucking these things are evil as shit. And then there's the fucking Cat in the Hat. He's evil as shit. Like, your Little Fears game has totally fucked up the Cat in the Hat for me. And God damn it. God damn it. If I'm going to steal something from the old codester. So yeah, I was just going to call and tell you about that because I thought it was, I don't know, fucking neat.
Love it.
It's appropriate.
Love it.
And one of these days I'll have to call in when I'm drunk.
Please.
Because that seems to be pretty popular nowadays. And that should be a good time. So it'll probably happen, I don't know, next week and a half or so. And
see you in April.
I got nothing else to say, so Gooder sandwich.
That warms my heart, Jay. Thank you. I'm glad that I've ruined Dr. Seuss for you.
We also read Cat in the Hat in my house, and I just read it as creepy as I can. The damage is done. So we're just going to ride that out, see how it rolls. Jay, thank you for calling. I'm glad that Tyler could corrupt your memory of your child.
Yep, that's what I do.
Here is another call from 06.mp3.
Hi, TADPOG. This is Jane, wife of terrified Michelle, and
all right.
I'm a trans female. I gotta say, after listening to all of your episodes, you're pretty good. I think
good.
Bailey J would be proud. So, yeah, slipped up a few times, but you know, you're a couple of straight white dudes in Kentucky. What can I say?
We're doing our best.
So that being said, and having offended,
look, we can't even fill the gaps in our fucking toilet stalls. We're doing the best we can.
All the Kentuckians, I have a question for you. Do you have any mods for games that you enjoy enough that you wouldn't play the original game unmodified? I have one for Minecraft that I play. It's called Better Than Wolves, and it just like redoes the game mechanics in such a great way. After playing the regular game, it's like this game is too friggin' easy, and also it just has a lot of dumb game mechanics that just like poorly designed, and they keep adding new shit to it, and it doesn't make it any better. So, anyways, I ran out of things to say. Love you guys. Bye.
Okay.
Thank you, Janie.
Thank you, Janie.
We love you too.
Okay, I need to make sure I understand the question. What game?
I wish Josh was here.
I know, because Josh is the mod. He's the mod god. That's what we call him.
Yeah.
The mod god. Whenever I see him out in public, I'm like, mod god! And then he tips his fedora, twirls around into dust, and then scatters. Okay, so the question is, what game can we not play without mod? Right? Is that it? Did I get it right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I have played Minecraft. Minecraft is like, there's so many fucking mods for Minecraft. It's absolutely, it's fucking crazy. So it doesn't surprise me. I haven't heard of Better Than Wolves, I think it was. But I am, man, there is a server at work that I need to like join and play, but Minecraft it's a tough one for me. I don't know. I have tried it before and I did enjoy it, but I also feel like I've gotten check that box. I have played Minecraft. One Minecraft. Thank you. I have, look.
Because Minecraft, AJ, and Choco Chica can't fucking get enough Minecraft.
Oh, I get
Cannot
it.
do it. They're not playing Minecraft. They're watching Minecraft videos.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's like, I mean, that is like Minecraft. Minecraft is to kids today essentially what Nicktoons was to us.
Yeah.
Like, that.
Essentially what, water was to
Oh, I never drank water.
I mean, oh man, hours, 6-7 hours straight of and I've tried like some Brainy Junior stuff, like Markiplier, stuff like that. I can watch that. I'll be entertained. The Minecraft videos, I can't do that. Cannot do it.
Have we talked about surprise egg videos on the show before? Have we done that on the show? You're okay. Based on your reaction, I know you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Man, those surprise egg people make a lot of money.
Yeah, they do.
They've got a lot of subscribers, and it's like they just tap into like what kids need.
Oh, what's in this shimmer and shine cake?
Oh, it's a cute Buzz Lightyear.
Oh, it's covered in slime. This has 12 million views.
This is set up in a closet at home, and I make more money than you will in your entire life.
Yeah. Because like both Choco Chica and Kenna, fucking man,
Henry loves those surprise egg videos.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so what about add-ons? Because I played World of Warcraft for a long time, and I could not go back and play that game without all the add-ons, like Auctioneer, all like the gear add-ons. Like playing that game without any of the add-ons was completely alien.
Yeah. Well, good to go back. The only game that I've played with mods are the Fallout games.
Yes.
And being Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. And even then, like, I wasn't a huge mod guy like Josh is. I mean, Josh mods the shit out of Bethesda games, period. To the point his computer will crash. He has the 255 limit mods.
He's a
all
mod
the
god.
time. Yeah.
He's master of his domain. He's not cutting any corners.
The only one that I played with was removing the level cap, just because I like to be constantly gaining something while I play. I wouldn't want to play without that. So I guess that's the only thing, because I don't just sit down. I know you play it like you like to sit down, level up, and then play the game.
Yeah, sometimes that works out, sometimes it doesn't.
See, I'm the opposite. I always want to be gaining something while I play. So I cannot, in those games, I cannot just like level up.
Yeah.
I have to just play it straight.
Usually what happens to me is I end up leveling. Like the goal isn't like in Fallout, the goal isn't to level up. Like in Final Fantasy 15, it definitely was.
Yeah.
But like,
you're done with that?
Yeah, I finished that game.
Awesome.
Finally, I finished that game. So now I'm on that Breath of the Wild tip, which is, man, I made the mistake of starting Breath of the Wild before I finished Final Fantasy 15. And it was like, I do not want to go back and play Final Fantasy 15 because that is a game that I thought was good and I thought I liked it. But then I played Breath of the Wild and it's like, this is possibly the best game I've played in 5 years.
Damn.
And
you're not a Zelda guy.
I am not a Zelda guy. Breath of the Wild is fucking amazing.
Oh,
Breath of the Wild is amazing. Like, it is a fucking joy to play.
Yeah.
Which really surprised me. I picked it up because I felt like I had to because of all the reviews. Like, I've read some really fucking good reviews where it's like, it can't be that good. That game's really fucking good.
Damn. Okay.
Really, really good.
I take that as especially high praise coming from you.
Really good. Maybe not my favorite Zelda game.
Yeah.
But I say that just because
Link's Awakening
was so good. Breath of the Wild is a better game, but I cannot remove the nostalgia goggles for Link's Awakening. I just can't. It's impossible. Yeah. But anyway, sorry. Yes, I got off track. Mods. The only other thing is like old BioWare game. I would run mods for that, and most of that was honestly just like user created dungeons, stuff like that. Nothing crazy.
Just more to play.
Right. And then of course the Boba Fett Diablo 1 trainer, which I use the fuck out of. I guess that counts as a mod. Some would call it cheating. I'd call it a mod. Sufficiently answered?
Yep. So thank you, Janie. Thank you. Thank you for giving us mostly approval.
Yeah, we're trying. Okay, let's see. Here is another call. This is from 08.mp3. 08, you're live.
Hey, motherfucking TADPOG. Mason here again. It's been a little while.
What's up, Mason?
I just finished listening to the Mystic Quest episode, and that was okay, but I'm calling about your last 5 minutes where you started talking about Hoarder. You probably don't remember because it's probably I don't know, 2019, or you got like your AI alter egos answering calls in the show. Anyway.
EatsABaby. Okay, here's the thing. Since I'm sure Mason has left this call, we've probably talked about Hoarders like 6 more times. So I do not know which Hoarders reference Mason is referenced.
To Hoarders. I love that show. My ex used to make me watch it, and the animal hoarders are always the best.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure that the poo lady that you talked about, the other side of that episode, because they always interview 2 hoarders, was a cat hoarder.
Most of the time.
And the really interesting thing that you find out is that she keeps them in her refrigerator. Well,
right.
the freezer-refrigerator combo. And putting dead cats in the freezer preserves them, and it's just gross. Putting cats in the refrigerator, you find out, turns them into soup.
Liquid
so
cats.
Was,
delicious
that was a fun
soup.
episode, and I think that was the same episode as the one you're talking about. And I think you were trying to save the listeners from that, and I'm just not going to allow that. I want them to know about the cat soup. But that show, if you pay attention, if you watch a lot of episodes, you'll find out that the real legit hoarders, the ones that hoard things, they never help them. They clear out 3 of the room, and they don't take the help, and then you find out that they just go back to hoarding. And then the rest of them are just, no, they're retards. They're people that shouldn't live alone, and then they hoard cats, feces, and pigs. That's not hoarders. Those are people that need to be in adult home. Anyway, I had to leave you that voicemail talking about that I know about that show that you watch too. So, later guys. Bye.
Peace.
Thank you, Mason. I'm ready for more episodes because it's Melissa's jam. I love watching that. I love watching Hoarders with her because of how excited and happy she gets when she watches Hoarders, and the more fucked up the Hoarder, the better.
Do a Hoarders podcast. Have you guys thought about that?
Oh, Hoardcast.
Do it.
Yeah.
You got a built-in listener. I'm willing to bet you you got so many TADPOG listeners. Be like, I would listen to them talk about liquefied cats.
Man, it's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea.
Just throwing it out there. Well, the one thing I've learned recently, I haven't shared this yet on the mics. I have been experimenting with cooking.
Liquid cats.
So what I've learned is always thaw your meats. You gotta thaw your meats. And I mean, look, you leave it. Sometimes I leave ground beef in the refrigerator and it liquefies. It just happens. Sometimes it just you can't control it. It just happens.
Like the guy that was on Hoarders, who is from Murray, that we both went to college with.
Yes, I recognize this gentleman.
Yeah, I remember because I don't know if I talked about this on the show or not.
I don't think that you have.
A guy that we both went to college with was on Hoarders.
Yeah.
And
you
like
pulled
as
it
soon
up.
as I saw the episode, I was like, "Holy shit! I know that guy. I had fencing with that guy. I went to philosophy parties with that guy."
You just described yourself and this person like in a really weird Venn diagram where it's like fencing and philosophy. Where does Symphony of the Night fall into this puzzle?
Because fencing I thought would be fun. I ended up dropping it.
Yeah.
Because it was like, oh, it turns out everything I want to do is on Monday nights. And that's when that class was. So drop that.
Philosophy parties, on the other hand,
philosophy,
they don't stop.
I was a philosophy major for quite a while. If I went to school for like one more semester, I could get my bachelor's in philosophy. But what the fuck is that gonna do? Give me more debt. So I'm good. But the philosophy, the people in philosophy would have plenty of parties, and a lot of people would go. It was just like this inner circle of philosophy people, so that's what we did.
I think that you should have continued both of those things and become like a superhero that like has like all of his like all these creeds and everything based.
I had a big sword, and every time I would thrust, I would quote Descartes. Like,
yeah, exactly. It's like you really make them think about what they're doing.
I think, therefore, you're dead.
Hitler is wildly misunderstood. That's a quote from Albert Einstein. Bet you didn't know that.
Oh, I knew it.
All right. So thank you very much. 08. Or was that 07? I don't know. I think it was. All right. Here's the next call. Let us this be the last.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Here's our last call. This is from 09.mp3. 09, you're on.
Motherfucking Tadpog, Duck here, your number 1 fan from Ohio. Fuck that Kyle guy. I just went to drive through a Burger King and I had to tell you, fucking Cheetos cheese fries. I'm an idiot.
Chicken fries.
Your fans are stupid, apparently.
No. I know what you're on. I know.
Chicken fries.
Mhm.
Holy shit, these better be delicious. I'm be pissed. Keep up the great work, guys.
Damn it, you're gonna be pissed.
Okay, I have a feeling that maybe the next call needs to be the last call.
Okay.
I'm curious
If
if
he calls back and like, oh, these are fucking
the
gross.
worst. Let's see. Maybe the chicken fries are also different in Ohio. It's possible. All right, here we go. Here's a call from 10.mp3. Let's see if it's chicken fries.
Motherfucking tadpog.
Yes!
Doug here again.
Chicken fries update.
I realize I said all tadpog fans are stupid in that last voicemail, which is not true. I was referring to me. But still, fuck that Kyle guy. Let the beat continue.
That's it. Wait, okay. Now you got
one more.
You got me on the hook. You're reeling me in. Why don't you have your own chicken fries themed podcast by now? All right, it's really easy to do. We can all do it. Here's a call from 11.mp3.
What's up, Tadpog? It's your beloved Adam. I'm in the middle
The
right
street
now,
breaks.
the final battle game. The final, let me start over. What's up, Tadpog?
Hey.
It's your beloved Adam. Middle right now of the final battle game in Ocarina of Time. I'm fighting the pig. I've got the master sword, swinging it at his tail, and I couldn't think of two people that I would rather have with me during this moment than you two. So I'm holding the phone with my legs, and I'm trying to go underneath his body to slash his tail. Spoiler alert, anybody who hasn't played this, after second form, where he puts a giant pig and he has to slash his tail. I don't know if this will be longer than 3 minutes, but I'll call you back if it is. I'm going for it. I'm slashing him up. Oh my God.
Okay, good luck.
It's been weeks of culminating battles. I can't see.
That doesn't sound good.
Freaking go under him.
He dies, doesn't he?
Go
He
under his
dies.
leg. There we go.
What do you think?
Come on.
Get that Megazon hammer, dog.
Getting him with the Master Sword because Zelda was like, Link, here's the Master Sword. Come get it. But before I was using, the bow. So I don't know. I'm assuming that I'm just supposed to continue to chop his butt.
I
chopped that butt.
I don't know. I did not get that far in Ocarina of Time.
I mean, I beat it, but it's been a long time.
I know this is a riveting phone conversation here, but I really wanted you to be a part of this. Just the fact I beat him.
You did?
I miss you guys. I hope you're doing well. Oh, we're coming up on 2.5 minutes. Oh, man. Oh! I stomachly had an orgasm and beat him.
Fucking come, fucking.
Yeah, Zelda, shoot him with that light ray. Shoot him in the face. Yes. Oh, I've used the sword. Oh, gotta give the final blow. Hurry up, Zelda. I only got like 20 seconds left to call.
None of this is actually happening.
Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot.
This is all an elaborate theater of the mind.
Great. Oh, I smashed him in the face. Oh.
I needed subtitles on that one. I do not know what he said.
4 seconds in the face. Oh.
Do it, Sages.
All right, Adam. I hope you're okay. I do not know what happened at the end there.
Well, I think ending on Adam killing Ganon
Is that
good.
what happened?
I think he was trying to play the defeat music. Is what happened at the end there.
Okay, I see.
So, but that's time for us. That's good.
All right, I hope
that's a good way.
I hope everyone enjoyed that.
Thanks for listening, everybody. You can find the show on tadpog.com.
Yup.
So you don't miss the next episode. We will be doing a much requested episode on Ultima Online.
Yep, compiling my stories.
Yep. Let's see. Hey, you want to buy a TADPOG t-shirt? We got lots.
I own 2 already.
Yeah.
I'm done.
I've got 2
I got enough.
Yeah.
Oh, you weren't talking to me.
That's okay. That's fine.
No, thank you. I was speaking for our listeners. Hey, would you like to buy a TADPOG shirt? No, thank you.
I'm good.
We're solid over here.
So let's see. If you want to buy one of those, we're on Amazon. Search for TADPOG.
Yes.
Find those there.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. What else do I normally
We still have a
say?
shirt that we need to sign.
That's true. We
haven't forgotten. We just literally do not have a Sharpie.
We cannot find a Sharpie. We're having a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
If you want to mail us a Sharpie to expedite this process, feel free to do it.
What's our P.O. box?
Oh, that is P.O. Box 3785 at Paducah, Kentucky 42002.
Care of Nicole Nance.
Care of TADPOG Studios, care of Nicole Nance.
Send us all the Sharpies that you want.
All of them.
Please.
Whatever we don't sign with, we will put in
I was going to say, please clearly label whether they're intended for butts or for the shirt.
Or if you want us to put them in our butt and sign the shirt.
Ooh.
That's fine too.
Well, never mind. We'll save it for a Patreon episode.
Butt calligraphy. We'll do it. It's fine. What do you got?
You can call us if you want. If you want to be one of the people where we send out your voicemail to Bob EatsABaby, you can do that at 270-883-2555. Is that the right number? That's the right number.
It is.
I had a weird moment where I was like, did I just give out my personal phone number? So you can do that. Try to keep it under 3 minutes if possible. If you want to like just slam other people from your state, that is totally welcome and a new thing. I think that we need to, that's a trend we need to continue. Well, what I'm looking for is the strongest one of you from each state in the United States.
For our TADPOG Hunger Games.
Yes, right. It's going to be great. We're going to have a big board. It's going to be done like...
Don't you rush into the TADPOG cornucopia.
Don't you do it. That's mistake number one. Do not do that.
You grab a bag from the mid-level and you fucking run. Mm-hmm. It's fine.
Mistake number two, do not fall in love with a boy when you're out on the battlefield.
It's going to be hard.
It's going to make things tough. Also, if a little girl dies, just forget about it.
We're mostly composed of lovely boys, so it's going to be hard.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be a tough one. I guess another thing, I've already plugged Patreon, but hey, we're on there, patreon.com/tadpog. We do a bonus episode each month. If you want to hear us talk about stuff on there, where we really just throw caution to the wind.
We let it hang out.
Yeah. And so if you want in on that sweet action, chip in a buck there, and we'll get it going. I've been thinking about... I've got some ideas. I get some ideas brewing, Tyler, for our push to $400.
Fuck yeah!
I think we're going to elevate this. We're at $400 a month. We're supposed to eat a gross pizza, the Deadpool pizza.
I got to up that.
Well, I got an idea. We're going to do it. Yeah, we're going to
really gross pizza.
Oh, really gross pizza. Really super gross.
All the Ninja Turtles will come on it. We have to eat it. It's that good.
We're going to let a classroom of first graders decide what kind of pizza to eat.
Man, I thought you were going to say let a bunch of first graders come on the pizza. Oh, man. I was like, wait, no, that can't happen.
Yeah.
Dave.
I don't know.
Cross my wires too far.
Can't happen or shouldn't happen.
Nope.
I guess that's it. I guess that's all.
Let's see. Our theme song is Moves by Sycamore Drive. Link to that track can be found in the show notes at tadpog.com.
We got the guitar tabs for it. It's fine.
That's true.
Check it out.
Hey, wife, do you have an idea on how we should close this out? I didn't think you did.
All right. That was a no.
She's like, nope.
That was a solid.
Just crushing candy.
Straightforward no.
Fuck off.
Tyler, how would you like to close the show out?
Oh, man. Because I think as your favorite Muppet.
Okay. I think we've done that
Have
before,
we done that? Just scratch it.
All right,
Let me delve deeper. As
favorite character from Doug.
About to say Skeeter.
Yeah, we're both.
We have to close it out as Skeeter.
Sconter.
From Doug.
Sconter.
So until next time. Tropical Capricorn.
Wait, no, continue, please. Do you think Porkchop ever caught Doug masturbating?
And then helped.
And then ate it?
Yeah. Come with your